Heyo everybody, Haku here with my live reaction or read through for Omniscient Reader or Omniscient Reader's Viewpoint, Chapter 287. I am so excited to continue to keep going with things. So, I mentioned in a video I recorded before this, I did make a 10-year anniversary discussion video. It's gonna be a kind of weird one. My thoughts were so unorganized. I'm like, I am going to hate editing this. I'm going to hate having to hear myself talk. But I talked a bit there. A little. It might have seemed a little bit negative about Webtoon stuff. But I tried to also get across just how much I do love doing Webtoon stuff. And especially now that I've been caught up and the videos are a bit shorter, I have been loving doing Omniscient Reader stuff. And like I mentioned, I have got 2 more projects for Omniscient Reader that are going to be around chapter 300 that I'm excited to do this stuff. So either way, let's continue reading, I guess. Let's just see what we get. So we have, if he had, you and he would be just like all the characters now. And we're picking up where we left off with Dokja's mom, who I still always just call Dokja's mom, and Seyoung and Sangha. You look well, Seyoung. It's been a while, Sangha. What brings you here? I look well? Like you ever cared about me in any way. Like going the extra mile to be tsundere. I need you to do a reading. Since when do you believe in that kind of stuff? I thought you always had things under control. Well, I guess I can't rely on myself for everything. Let me guess, you've run out of information, haven't you? Hey, you're not exactly in a position to keep your cool. It's about time you ran out of cards to play, isn't it? You can't really get a clear picture of the future from a reading. All it shows is whether things are good or bad. Are you aware of that? That's enough for me. As long as I can get a sense of how Dokja's doing. It's just the whole Korean peninsula could blow up, depending on how he's doing. And lately, I've been hearing some strange rumors through the constellations, so... What's so funny? Nothing, I just thought you were cute. Oh, come on, can't you just do the reading already? Actually, I've been doing readings on him for a while now. We see Solhwa treating people. Really? So, how's Dokja? Is he doing okay? Is he safe? Let's see. A week ago it said neutral. Then 3 days ago it shifted to ominous. What? Ominous? The day before yesterday it changed again to tempted, I think. Tempted? What's that supposed to mean? Does that mean he was tempted by someone? And then yesterday it briefly turned auspicious. Are you kidding me? So what does it say now? And then she rummages. Here, see for yourself. And she brings out a piece of jade. And they peer in. Great misfortune. Wait, is this for real? Well, yes. Unless Hongik has fallen. Oh, look, it says aid now. Aid. So... which one of you is going over to him? This feels like this feels like a romance choice option in a game or something. Where I feel like so many people watching are probably going to disagree with me. This is going to be massive disagreements all around. I feel like you'd have to be crazy not to pick Seyoung over Sangha. Absolutely insane. Now me personally, if I had to choose, I'm obviously going Seyoung over Sangha. But we're in, like, if I was inserted into the Omniscient Reader world, like, I would maybe be holding off. I would be, well, like, there are so many characters and so many people in this world that it's like, you don't want to, like, pick somebody and then later, this goes out. This is not the way you should apply this thinking in real life. Only in like a video game type scenario. Because it's horrible to think in real life. Hold on, you don't want to settle down because I just realized how terrible this is in real life. In real life, it's like, yeah, I'm not going to settle down with somebody I might potentially love. What if there's somebody better later on? That's horrible. That's terrible. I'm just realizing how awful that is. It's like, no, if you think you love someone, definitely go for it. But for me, when it comes to like trying to pick a waifu, so to speak, or if it was a choice in a video game, it's like, I wouldn't want to, like me as a reader, trying to pick an Omniscient Reader waifu, so to speak, I wouldn't want to pick too early, because then what if some other character just gets, again, what if the Skybreaking Swordmaster was just the perfect girl for you, but then early on you were like, I'm going all in, putting all the chips in on Sangha, and then it's like, okay, well, now if I had to choose a waifu, Sangha, I'm sorry. So, I would be holding off. It's the world of Omniscient Reader. We could get some really cool designs. So, and we see Dokja now. Why don't you show yourself now? Honestly, we really should have. It's like, BU, cut that whole thing from the video. Why don't you show yourself now? Be young. Well, you really are something else, Dokja. How'd you figure out it was me? And we get our title splash? What are you doing here? What about the Korean Peninsula Channel? Mark, can you give us some space? I got demoted. Isn't it obvious? Guess things don't run so well without me, huh? Why haven't you come back if you already knew that? With my death, the stream contract between Be Young and me is effectively ended. Our relationship is different now. Seriously? Haven't you... Man, awkward conversation with your with your baby's mom. Seriously? Haven't you thought about coming back to my channel? I could give you a pretty good deal. I don't know. I no longer hate Be Young the way I used to. Maybe it's because I've realized I'm not so different from the Dokkaebi myself. Still, Be Young's a Dokkaebi with ties to the management center, an organization considered one of the most dangerous in existence. Well, I didn't think you'd say yes. That's just who you are. I can't say I've never thought about Be Young turning against me, but it still stings a little. Then how about this? Let's create a joint channel. I really love Be Young and Dokja's relationship. I think early on, I always mentioned the stuff between them and the Ichthyosaur being impactful to me early on in Omniscient Reader. I just really think their relationship has always been such a good part of the story. Even if it's only here in the Demon Realm. Are you serious? Just think about it. Fine, but right now, you want me to turn off the channel, right? And then, I'm not sure what you're trying to do, but I hope it works out. Anyway, I've got things to take care of right now too, so let's continue this later. Why is he being so cooperative? All constellations within the channel are dissatisfied with the current connection state. Isn't it wild when you realize it like I am right now, that the only two people that we've seen have a child during the events of, have a child. The only two people we've seen have a child during the events of Omniscient Reader are guys. Truly the Mpreg series. Add the Mpreg. BU, add the Mpreg tag. Why is he being so cooperative? All constellations within the channel are dissatisfied with the current connection state. Now, show me my attributes window. The fourth wall says, don't look too long. Personal skill, the fourth wall has been deactivated. Opening attributes window. And we see profile. Okay. Profile male, male name Kim Dokja. Name Kim Dokja, age 28. Supporting constellation none. Modifier Demon King of Salvation, fabled. Personal attributes Lamarck's Giraffe, legendary. Duke of the Demon Realm, legendary. Interpreter of Scenarios, triple question mark. The Apostle of Censored, question mark. Personal skills, Omniscient Reader's Viewpoint level, question mark. Bookmark level, question mark. Character profile level, question mark. Fourth wall level, question mark. And reading, the reading comprehension level, question mark. I thought my attribute would obviously be reader. But the interpreter of scenarios, really. And what in the world is apostle of censored? I kind of like this. He's like, yeah, I was assuming I would just be reader. But I like that it's the scenarios are happening, but Dokja's interpreting them, and his interpretation is kind of giving shape to what we're seeing, maybe. They don't even have a grade. You have access. Reading comprehension level 0. You have accessed your attributes window for the first time. The attribute effect of Interpreter of Scenarios is now activating. Reading comprehension, huh? On the surface, it just seems like the ability to read and understand. But is that really all there is to it? Has it already been 10 seconds? And he starts to get hit with some probability lightning? What's happening? I feel dizzy. I think I'm going to throw up. Is it maybe because it's the first time he's looking at himself like a character? Kind of. Personal skill, the fourth wall is activating intensely. Okay. We have the fourth wall. Just dropping a line. Something's calling to me from beyond the wall. Is it reality? Understanding of character. Kim Dokja has increased. Yeah, he's thinking about himself as a character. So the fourth wall generally separates, the play, the fiction, from the audience, the real world. So from what's beyond the wall, is it reality or is it the audience? Because the fourth wall is generally what separates the audience. And when you think about it, if all of existence is just stories, then is TLS 123 the audience? Who is the audience beyond the wall, Understanding of character, Kim Dokja has increased. What? See? I told you not to look at it for too long. Or is this potentially real Dokja? And the Dokja we're following is the character Dokja. Again, I love that throughout the series, I feel like I haven't had a chance to talk about this stuff as much compared to how it used to be. But the series has so much going on with this existential stuff. We have Chapter 48, Character, Part 1. Oof. He might have stared too long into the abyss, so to speak. This might be bad news for Dokja. BU, clip that. Okay. I need to stop. Moving on. We have finished the chapter, and we have no more for this week. So I'm going to end things. That was only 13 minutes. It felt like it was so much. It felt like so much happened. Okay, it was really good. It was really fun. Again, especially now that we've had these short videos with these just single chapters, I'm having a lot of fun. So thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. I don't have much more to say. I kind of discussed it as we were going through, so like if you did like the video, comment down there to tell me what you thought of this chapter, my thoughts and reaction. Subscribe for more ORV, much more on the channel. Follow on Twitter if you want. If you want a link to the Discord server, it's free and open for anyone. If you want to help support the channel by dropping a super thanks or sharing around, it's appreciated. If you want to help support the channel by becoming a member or patron, it helps me to continue to make videos, and you get One Piece bingo early, get your name at the end of videos. Hit join down below to become a member. Go to patreon.com/HakuOfTheTubes, or a link will be in the description. Thank you so much for being here, so much for watching. Thank you to chosen members, chosen regulars, Evan Hawley and Bertie Wooster, Magical Girls, the D-Ban and Maru, Cherryton Student, David Langstaff, Slayer Candidates, SG and Stan Cedar, and Pure Elements, Paterdale, and Elsa the Storyteller. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.